Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 2 of the Ultimate Money Making Guide 2021 edition. Now, in my last episode, you saw that we reached our target of 2.2 million in order to buy the cassette car. The the ultimate goal for this series is to reach $100 million solo. If you didn't watch my last episode, I'll put the link in the description below. And if you find this video helpful, please click on like, consider subscribing to my channel, click the little bell button for all notifications on my future videos, and let's do this. Hoo-ha! Now, the very first things we're going to need to do is we need to meet Miguel Madrasio at the Music Locker. The Music Locker is based at the casino, and Miguel is basically going to give us access to buy the cassette car and give us access to the Cayo Perico heist. To find a Music Locker on the map, just look for the little music icon that's close to the casino, and this is where we'll find Miguel Madrasio. Now, heading to the Music Locker is going to set you back $150 as an entrance fee. I know, that's ridiculous. It better come with the free champagne. But you just head down the stairs and Miguel Madrazo is right there. Now, I'm not going to take you through any of the cutscenes because I want all the players who haven't yet attempted this heist to go through it while they're playing in-game. Okay, boys, guess what time it is? It's time to buy our cassette car. It's what we grinded for. So if you go to Warstock on your phone, you'll see that it's the very top icon. Now we have different options to choose from when we initially start. Now the color is going to set us back $75,000, and we don't have enough for that $75,000 because we're going to first have to purchase this for 2.2 million as a base. So we're just going to leave the car less standard. We're going to put our flag as the South African flag, and we're not going to choose anything else. Once we're done, we're going to click on it, purchase our 2.2 million cassette car, and this is the start of something great, boys. Now to summon the cassette car, we're going to go to our interaction menu, services, cassette car, request cassette car. This is going to spawn the cassette car in the ocean closest to us. And right on cue, we're going to get a phone call from Pavel, who's the mastermind of the heist. Now if you look on our map, you can see a little white symbol that's flashing. The symbol looks like a little missile, and that's our cassette car symbol and the location for which it's spawned. So we're going to head off to that location now. One of the first problems we're going to have is we can't land this plane close to or on the cassette car. It will just fall off. So what we're going to do is we're going to land the helicopter on the shoreline. We're going to go to our interaction menu. We're going to go back to services, cassette car, and select request dinghy. Now this is going to spawn the dinghy very close to us, and we're going to use the dinghy to get to the cassette car itself. And cue the dramatic music. Isn't she beautiful, boys? Now, as soon as we get in, we're going to be greeted by Pavel and we're going to be put into another cutscene. And again, I'm not going to show you the cutscene because I want those who haven't experienced this cutscene to experience it in game. Once the cutscene's over, we can head over to the planning screen and we can start the scoping. Now, the scoping for the very first heist is a little different to the rest of it. Fortunately, we're going to head back to our dinghy, head back to shore, grab our helicopter, and fly out to LSIA to catch a plane to Cayo Perico. And once at the airport, we're going to be put into another cutscene, which I'm going to skip. And once we fly off, we're going to land in Cayo Perico and our scoping mission will start. Now, I'm going to post a separate video on the initial scoping mission, and this is going to be placed in the Cayo Perico high sea. And in that video, I'll show you a step-by-step guide on what to scope out on your very first mission on the Cayo Perico heist. Skipping right ahead to the basement camera, we know that we're going to get the Madrasio files as our first primary target. Now, the Madrasio files are going to be worth $1.1 million. Now, at the main docks, at the first warehouse, you can see that we spawned a loot of weed. Now, we'll get this on the way out from the main heist finale. If you guys want a step-by-step guide on how to do your scoping, go check out the other scoping video in the Cayo Perico High series that shows you a step-by-step guide on what to scope out, where to scope out, and how to navigate the island. Now, at the second warehouse at the main docks, we spawned a loot of what's this, weed. So we've got 2 weed loot spawns at the main dock. Now this isn't going to fill up our bags because each loot spawn of weed is 33%. So I always suggest to always scope out the airstrip. And the airstrip can be accessed on your way out from the main docks. You just hit the right and it's actually closer than you think. So you can see here we spawned, what's this? Is this cash or is this that's cash. And there's one storage area up top, and if you climb up this crate and you climb up this little rail, there's another storage area behind here. And you can see that if we pull out our phone and if we scope out this, we spawned, there is cocaine. Nice. So I'm definitely coming to the airstrip to get this cocaine. Now you must have seen that we spawned two piles of coke. Now this is brilliant, and to maximize our take, we're going to take the two piles of coke and we're going to fill the rest of the bag up with weed. And with that, our scoping mission is done. We can find the captain and we can fly out of this island. Nice. Once we're back at the Kosetka, we're going to start our prep missions. Now, I did a full guide and walkthrough for all the prep missions on how I approach them, and they're all in my Cayo Perico High series. You can go and check them out on my channel. Now, I'm just going to show you a little collage of what happened during my first scoping mission because it was a little bit difficult without the necessary equipment that I'm usually used to. Now, just a trick for those who don't have a Sparrow. Once you go into the driving seat, you're going to want to drive the Kosaka to the shore. And our aim is to bridge the Kosaka on the shore and have the back wings just touch the surface of the water. We can then swim to the back and climb on top of the wing, climb on top of the Kosaka, and run towards the door. And this will help us access the Kosaka better instead of calling a dinghy after each prep mission and going to the Kosaka itself. We're also going to use the Frogger for each prep mission, and all we have to do is just fly the Frogger and land it close to the Kosaka right by the shore where it's bridged. And cue the dramatic music part 2. And with all the preps done, it's time for the main heist finale. Now with this main heist finale, I tried a different route. I wanted to use the long fern to get to the airstrip first, go to the compound and use the drainage tunnel. And I was hoping that when I come out of the compound, the boat is still at the bottom of the shore and I just take it and head on out. Spoiler alert, the long fin disappears when they close the drainage tunnel during the main heist finale, and I had to swim out. Guys, please don't swim out, it just takes forever. And here's my heist, cue the music. And with the main heist finale done, you see that I earned 1.5 million from my first heist. But with your first heist, you're going to get different bonuses. Now you're going to get, I got 200,000 and 100,000. And one was for doing the heist for first time, and another one was for going and doing the heist and not getting detected by the guards. That gave me a total of $2 million, guys. $2 million out of $2.2 million that I put into the Kosetka initially. So I got most of my money back already just on one heist. But remember that you won't always get these bonuses, so this is just once off. It's still brilliant though for the first heist. Now guys, one of the big purchases I'm going to make first off is I'm going to get the Sparrow. Now the Sparrow is just going to help my life. It's one of the fastest helicopters in the game. You store the Sparrow in the Kosatka, and during each prep mission you can access the Sparrow from the Kosatka and fly in and out. You can also weaponize your Sparrow with a homing missile, which is going to be a great help. The only downside is this helicopter is very lightweight and it's sometimes really difficult to control. Other than that, it's just going to make our heist prep and our in-game much more easier until we get the oppressor. On your Kosaka, you go to your interaction menu, services, Kosaka, and request vehicle. This will spawn your Sparrow right where you're at on the map. Now once you're in your Kosaka, you can modify your Sparrow by either weaponizing it or changing the color. You can see that I've bought the mounted homing missiles for $240,000. Way worth it. And I changed the color to Ultra Blue. Once this is done, we're going to redo the scoping and redo the prep missions for the Cayo Perico heist. But I'm not going to make this video long-ended where I show you each and every heist. So I'll just show you the back end of the heist and how much I earned on each one. say on my third heist, I did mess it up. I couldn't take out the guard in time and I sounded the alarm. I was doing a great time on this heist also, and I missed out on the elite challenge. But nevertheless, I did three heists in this time and I made $5 million, guys. $5 million. That's a great take for one session's worth of work. Almost $3 million in our bank account, it's time to buy our first passive business. Now, I always found the bunker to be one of the best businesses in the game, and more so because it's passive. So if we go to our phones and go to Maze Bank and we select bunker, we can buy a bunker from this site. Now, the best bunker location I found is the bunker in Chumash because it's so close to the city. You do get a bunker in the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, but that bunker is based right in Palito Bay, and delivery missions could be a mission because you have to travel from Palito Bay right down the highway to the city itself. This opens you up to being griefed and just wastes so much of time. On a fully upgraded bunker, you'll need to invest $375,000 on one round of production, but it'll fetch you a selling price of $1,050 million. That's almost tripling your money, guys. Granted, this will take just under 12 hours to produce, but the delivery missions are really simple and it's enough time to repeat the Cayo Perico heist. Remaining cash, I'm going to invest it in hardware and not upgrade my bunker yet. Now, if I go to Warstock and go to the Koseka, you see I'm buying the weapons workshop for $350,000. This is going to give me access to two of my favorite guns, which I'm going to use in game, and it's really going to advance my gameplay. Now, this is one of the more cheaper weapons workshop that you can buy, and you'll find the weapons workshop right next to the torpedo room. Now, one of the guns that I want to get is the combat MG, and when you compare it to the carbine rifle, you can see that it has a higher fire rate and a higher damage rate. This is going to make for a mean gun, and it's really going to advance my gameplay. I'm going to purchase the combat MG. I'm going to do the upgrade to upgrade it to a Mark II, and I'm going to buy rounds for it as well as buy the extended clip. And this is really going to set me up. Now, I should add that without the weapons workshop, you can only access this gun at rank 80. So we're getting this gun at really low rank. And the second gun I'm investing in is the heavy sniper, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm buying the upgrade, I'm buying rounds, and I'm buying the extended clip. The sniper rifle is going to give you a really long range. It's one of the best ranges in the game, and they've got a high damage rate. So this is definitely something to use in game. And one last step before I end the video, you can get free snacks in your Koseka. If you go to the kitchen, which is based in the same area as the living area, you can go to the counter and get all your snacks topped up for free. And guys, thank you so much for all the support you've given me thus far. Don't forget to click the like button, consider subscribing, hit on the bell icon so that you get notified for my next videos. And until next time, guys, stay safe.